I got some brand new MW2 news for you all. This is actually really exciting news. Like, this is really crazy. So, GUNSMITH is going to be in MW2. If you don't know what GUNSMITH is the place where you add your attachments on, and basically where you customize your weapon in Call of Duty, and that is going to be in MW2. But what they did with GUNSMITH in MW2 is pretty crazy. They changed some stuff up. They definitely added some new things to it, and I'm going to be telling you guys those new things. So anyways, make sure to drop a like on this video. But GUNSMITH in MW2 is going to have attachments, and they are going to have a lot of attachments, and that's pretty crazy. Like, Call of Duty back in the day, you know, it was a lot more simple. Like, if you wanted your gun to shoot faster, like, you would just put rapid fire on it, maybe extended mags too, because you want more bullets because you're shooting faster. And there's just not that many attachments. There's like, let's say, I don't know, 5 good attachments for each weapon, and now it's like you can really build the weapon and customize it and make it the way you want it and how you want to play according to your play style. And you used to be able to do that in the old Call of Duty games too, but now you can really make it very specific to what you want. And honestly, that's pretty cool. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That is very, very cool. So anyways, there's going to be a lot of attachments for the weapons. The next thing is they have some sort of like system to where you earn the attachments. You can keep them on a weapon and bring them over to a different weapon too, so you don't have to keep unlocking the attachments again for each weapon. I'm not exactly sure though specifically how that system is going to work. So yeah, but we'll see how it will play out. Anyways, another thing that is actually really cool that they are doing with GUNSMITH, besides being able to just add on certain attachments, another thing you can do is you can change the positioning and the layout of the attachments on the weapon. And it's actually super cool because there's a lot of attachments you can put on the weapon, and the attachments are pretty noticeable. So you can change the way the attachments are in the weapons, you can change the position they're in, and that just is going to look super cool because it's not going to be everyone with the same exact weapon, or technically you will have the same weapon or can have the same weapon as someone else, but it can look different. And that's really cool, especially with the blueprint on the weapon. And then on top of that, then you can change the way it looks. You can really make the weapon look very cool, also very unique. And besides that, you can have different attachments than other people. Not everyone's going to be running the same attachments. I mean, you can, but it's going to be very different. It's very cool. It's very cool. When you think back, it was very simple. Like during Black Ops 2, MW3, and all around that time, Call of Duty, it was very, very simple. There were not nearly as many attachments as there are now. Each weapon would just have a camo you would unlock. There wasn't a battle pass. There was a level up system, and what else? You would just unlock attachments as you would level up. It was very, very simple. And then bringing this in, I would say I like it. I do like it. Gives you more of a reason to play. It gives you more things that you can do in game. I definitely do like it. I'm sure there's a lot of people who don't like it, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who do like GUNSMITH and what they're going to be doing with it. The only thing that I could say maybe I might possibly not like is the layout of it. What they did with it, I'd probably do like, but the layout of it. Now, MW2 obviously hasn't came out yet, but is GUNSMITH going to be a easy to understand, easy to use, user-friendly system, or is it going to be a little bit complicated, a little bit difficult? I don't know. But if you play Call of Duty a lot, that's probably not going to really matter, because you probably will learn that pretty quickly. But if you are somebody who doesn't play Call of Duty a lot, is it going to be one of those things where it's going to be very difficult to use, you're not going to understand it, things like that? I don't know. And I'm just kind of curious just because it seems like the past few years Call of Duty has not just been working on Warzone, but has been working on Call of Duty and making Call of Duty more of a open game, even for entry-level players, and not just a game for veterans. Because when you think about it, Call of Duty multiplayer kind of, after a while, was getting very geared towards veteran players when you think about it. Not because of like the reward system and what you would unlock and stuff like that. No, not that. I'm just saying the multiplayer. It was very there wasn't a lot to do. There wasn't like Warzone. There wasn't a whole lot. So it was like, if you were playing Call of Duty for a while and you're still playing Call of Duty and someone else just started playing COD, chances are you might be a lot better than them, because each Call of Duty game, even if it's 5 years old, it's going to be very similar in terms of the multiplayer. It's going to be very similar to the new one. It might be a lot of changes, but in terms of actually playing and what the game feels like in game, like when you're playing, like if you're playing a game of TDM or Search and Destroy, let's just say, that might feel very similar to a older COD game. But anyways, you know, I think this is pretty good, the whole concept of Gunsmith in MW2. It seems like it's going to be pretty interesting, pretty fun, just a whole cool system. You'll be able to do a lot of different things. Like, you can really customize your weapon, like in terms of how it plays, how it feels, and how it looks, like to the way you want it. And that's actually pretty super cool. So I think it's going to be good. But make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video.